Okay, so we're going to start off with a card base, which is a tent fold card, and so that's just a normal A4 cut at 10.5 centimeters all the way along, and then scored in the center. And then you're also going to need another piece of A4, which is cut in half the other way. I've actually cut it down just slightly, just so that it fits a little bit nicer in here. So I've cut it down as what our mat would be, which would be 14.35 centimeters, and then I've also cut that down to 8, so that you've got you've taken off 1/4 inch, and then score in the middle. So I've already kind of started one for you. So this is the one that I have got that is cut and scored in the middle. So it's like a gatefold, not a gatefold, tri-fold card. So you'll fold it in half, and then on one side fold through the middle. You'll see that I have had to adjust my measurements, but that's okay. So then this will then fit inside the card base, just slightly like that, and you'll have your flap opening on the right hand side. Okay, you can have it opening on the left hand side if you wanted to, but I'm going to have it so that it opens on the left hand side. So the next thing we need to do is we need to cut a hole, decorate the front and cut a hole. And to decorate the front, I've actually got some DSP that I want to use up, which is a nice bright pink one that was a special that was available for demonstrators. So I did this the hard way, but this is going to be the best way for you to do it. You're going to pop that in on here and pop your designer series paper on. So you're going to end up with your designer series paper. Now glue only around the edges. Pop your die, and I'm using the stitched, what are they? Stylish Shapes die. It's not the stitched die, sorry. And you're going to pop that in and cut it through both layers. So it might be a little bit tight just going through. You should be alright with the designer series paper. It's not too thick. And you need the center piece. Okay. Then what I've also gone ahead and done is I've cut out another piece of designer's paper which matches with the next size down, and that is actually going to layer on top of the white piece that we've cut out. Okay, so I actually did this and it didn't line up very well, so I've had to trim my paper. But what we're going to do is we're going to glue this down. Yours I would recommend that you do it so that you glue first, and so just remember not to glue where you're going to cut, because you want that white piece, unless you want to use it so that you know you've got pattern on the other side. That's up to you. So we're just going to line that up there. So once you've cut your circle out, you will have that done already. If you wanted to, you don't have to use designer series paper, but I know that we've all got lots that we need to use up, so it's a great way of using up your designer series paper. I've stuck with white for my card bases, but you don't have to do that. So we're going to pop this in here, and I'm just going to center it in there, and we're just going to glue the back side, and leave the other flap open, and I'm going to have my flap open on the right hand side. I like to, for this I prefer to have the inside piece the same color as my base, but it doesn't have to be. And I'm just going to burnish that so that it sticks down really well. Then we're going to close our flap, and this is another reason that I have decided to make it slightly smaller, so it's not so tight around the top of the, because it is a couple of layers. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop our, we've done one similar, and it's been that we open it and this flips through it, so it's not actually going to go through the hole, but you do want to line it up with the hole. So we're going to close it. I'm just going to turn it so it's a little bit easier for me to see, and we're just going to pop some adhesive. Now I know not everyone is a glue person, but we're just going to pop some adhesive on there, and then I'm going to pop my circle back in there so that it sits in there. Okay, and then we're just going to gently lift that through, so it doesn't need to go back through that again. So I'm going to pop that there, and then just to make it look a little bit pretty, I'm going to use this circle that I've got here, and I'm going to line it up here with my, I'm just going to line that up with, maybe put a little bit more. Remember, when we're using glue, we don't go too close to the edge, so we're just going to line that up there like that, so it lines up with my white circle. And I'm just going to close the card. Press it down so it picks it up. And so when you, so it's slightly off, but that's okay. When you have your card closed, you won't see that, and when you open your card, it'll be a nice little thing in the middle. So I'm just going to pop this on here. I could have used that side. I wanted something a little bit less busy, I suppose. And then so when you close it, your card looks like that. And then we're going to use some, might actually, so this paper here is actually the same you can get in blue. There was a demonstrator challenge that meant that we could earn this paper in this pinks range, which I'm not a massive pink, but I do quite like pink, and now I can't find the piece that I want, because there's some that you can cut out. I might just, after the video, I'll stamp a flower and put in there, and then I'm going to put a sentiment down here using Melon Mambo Ink and a piece of white. I'm going to make it a birthday card. So I'm going to use, actually I might just cut out one of these from Melon Mambo and stick it on. But I'm going to use the happy birthday out of here. Nice and quick and simple. Doesn't have to be a lot of work to get a card done, even if it is a little bit of a fancy fold. You know, let the paper do the work for you. Okay, so that, actually let's just save a bit of time. And I'll just stamp that onto a piece of white I have here, and then we'll be done. Stamp there, and let's stamp one on the inside. Let's get that out of the way. Let's put a butterfly here, because it is quite white inside, and then one on this side. Still gives you space to write. You can decorate yours however you like. This is a bit rushed, so sorry about that. We're going to just trim off that. I'm just going to fussy cut around the butterfly. We've got quite a wide edge on this. Normally I'd be a little bit closer, but I'm just going to see what that looks like. You know, it's a little bit faster to do. So we're going to make sure that's all dry. Pop our, you could put happy birthday there if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it on the front here with a bit of, let's see, I've got a bit of silver ribbon here. To loop it and make a big bow. Like that. And then that can sit on there like that. It's probably a bit big. so. Some dimensionals on the back. Cut that. So move that over a bit. I'm just rearranging with the dimensionals on the back there. Same with this one. I'll put that in the middle. And then our butterfly. Some more dimensionals. And that is our card. Can't find my Wink of Stella. I think that's it. No, but we could put a bit of Wink of Stella on there. Alright, so that is our card for today. I hope that you have a go at doing it. Love to see what you make, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye for now.